Hello all, welcome to this new video on MBA Project Report Overview. In this video, we are going to see how a MBA Project Report is built and tips and tricks to build a project report. This video is powered by Ayra Student Solutions, Learn Everything Practically. The main motto of Ayra Student Solutions is to bridge the gap between working professionals and students. In turn, empowering the next generation workforce or the current student force. So, before we getting into the idea of MBA project report, let us understand what are all the activities to be taken or to be done in order to arrive at a project report. The first step is to choose a project title or an area of study. For example, hiring plan or rewards and recognition design for a company, or merger and acquisition, or stock analysis. So these are all the examples for choosing the area of study. So once the area of study or a project title is chosen, it's time to choose an industry and choose a company within the industry and collect data. For HR projects, you can use survey forms to collect the data, and for financials related projects, you can use the publicly available public companies data like financial statements, profit and loss statements, and analyze the collected data. Based upon your analysis, you can conclude your results. So these are all the typical activities to be taken care during an MBA project. Now let us see how a MBA project report will be like. So an MBA project report structure has many parts, but however, basically the MBA project report consists of the following structure: Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and references and appendix. So these are all the major components or the major chapters. Now let us understand what each chapter will have. First, introduction, where you will introduce the reader what is there in the project and what is the project going to do, or what is the major motto of the study. Then literature review. So for example, if you are choosing hiring plan as your area of study, you need to understand what others have done so far in that area of study, and you can quote them in your project report. Next, company profile. So here you have to choose a company for which you are undergoing the study. And next, data analysis and interpretation. And findings, suggestions, and conclusion. Once all these things are done, it's time to give some kudos to the references, like where did you refer, what books did you refer, what videos did you watch, which websites helped you. And then appendix, like attaching the survey forms or attaching the financial statements, anything. So typically this is a MBA project's report structure. Let us understand what each chapter comprises of. So chapter 1, the introduction, has the following parts: introduction to the project, objectives of the study, so what would be the end result of the project, and need for the study, why is this study required, and scope of the study, like what is the population that it is covering and what is the industry that it is covering. It can be multiple things like geographical scope or psychological scope or age group scope or industry scope, anything like that. And then limitations of the study, to whom it is limited or to where it is limited and until when it is limited, all these things, right? And then we have a literature review. But before that, you have to choose your research methodology for the study. So what is your research methodology? Are you going to create a survey and take answers from a couple of people or 100 people or 50 members or 200 members, and then you're going to build up upon that? Or for finance related projects, you're going to collect the data of publicly traded companies and compare them. Or if you're working or doing an internship in a company, you're collecting the data of that particular company and you're building upon that, right? So all these things are decided in the research methodology. So once these things are finalized, it's time to literature review. Like you can search your topic. For example, let us take the classic one, the hiring plan. If you're creating a hiring plan for a company, you should analyze in the internet and find out related articles and journals related to it, and gather the same quotes or the words given by the author, and you can quote them in your report. Then industry analysis and company profile. So for example, if you are choosing Infosys as a company, it belongs to IT industry. You should do a research on IT industry, and you should do a research on company and provide your inputs on the chapter 3. And data analysis and interpretation. So as I said, the data can be collected via survey or the financial statements. You should collect the data and then analyze it and interpret it in the form of tables and graphs, and then you should provide your inferences. After that, it's time to provide your findings, suggestions and conclusions based upon chapter 4. So this is a typical activities or the typical structure of an MBA project, which is followed widely. And after that, references and appendix. So once all these things are completed, we need to add few more details to complete the project. So once all these chapters are finalized, you should add the following. First, front page and the college logo, and the declaration and the certificate. Then the index, list of tables, list of charts, and abstract. Abstract should be one page. It should tell the reader what is the study is all about, and what have you done in the study, and what is the expected result out of the study. So all these things comprises to form a perfect MBA final year project. So this video is powered by Ayra Student Solutions. Learn everything practically. So for any final year project guidance and placement trainings, please subscribe to this channel and feel free to contact us for any guidance required. Thank you.